Hi, I'm Martin, and this is another tutorial brought to you from the good folks at Parler Wireless. Today we're going to be looking at one of the not that frequently used functions of the BlackBerry, but it tends to be very powerful. I say that it's not used a lot because people just don't know it exists. Today we're going to take a look at the clock function of the part of the BlackBerry. So I've just put the clock function right here in my main screen here. Usually it would be found under the applications tab. So we're just going to go right ahead and click in this, see the clock function. So pretty basic front screen, pretty basic front screen. The nice thing about this thing here is that when you press the menu button, you can, there's multiple options you can do. First is you can actually change the time, which is kind of useful. You can set an alarm as well. So I've got my alarm set for 6:20 a.m. on weekdays. So this is a nice function that you can say either only on weekdays I want the alarm on, if I want it all the time, or if I just want it completely off. So I select weekdays. Nice thing about the alarm as well is that it will ring even though the phone is shut off. So when you press the power button here on the Storm 2 or the end button on most other Blackberries, um, the phone will turn off, but the alarm will still ring. Oh, that's kind of nice. Um, you got a button here to enter the bedside mode. This is a function that we're going to talk more in detail shortly. We've got a stopwatch, which is kind of nice as well. We can start and stop. And you've also got a timer option, which is kind of nice if you've got nothing else around. We're going to go back into the clock. So we're going to take a look at the options of what we can do with the clock. So of course you can change how the clock actually looks like. You can turn it into a digital clock if you wanted to, or you can change it to an LCD digital clock if you want to as well. Bunch of nice little features. I like the flip clock. Change your time zone. And you can also change what the phone does when you plug it in for charging. So you see here that I've got it in bedside mode. You can change it to do nothing, display clock, or enter bedside mode. Bedside mode is a function that will turn off, or it'll allow you to do multiple things, mainly turn off the notifications and turn off the radio of the phone while it's plugged in so that when you're asleep it doesn't bother you and you can still have it displaying the clock. So I've got here dismiss clock automatically. That means when I unplug the device, the clock disappears. So it enters and exits bedside mode by itself. And I've got it to restrict to certain hours. That means that um, if I say I wanted to charge the device in the middle of the day, well, I don't want it to enter bedside mode and shut off all my notifications. I just want it to charge. So I say, okay, from 10 p.m. to 8 a.m., this is when the bedside mode is into effect. Okay. The alarm, of course, you can change whatever ringtone you want. You can even browse to import even your own music in there. You've got a snooze time, so when the alarm sounds, you can change how much time it waits until it sounds again, the volume and the vibration. So you have a try button here. Alright, bedside mode. This is where you can customize most of the options. Bedside modes Bedside mode lets you disable the LED notifications so that the indicator light here will not turn on when it's in bedside mode. I've got it to disable radio because honestly when I'm asleep I don't really need all my notifications and all my emails and phone calls coming in and all that stuff, so I tell I just shut off. I just need the clock function for now. I also get it to dim the screen because I don't need it full brightness while I'm tossing and turning at 3 o'clock in the morning. And I can change even the profile automatically to a different profile. I can even create a new profile if I wanted to for a specific bedside mode, have more relaxing ringtones or whatnot if I did want to leave my radio on. So I can change the options of the stopwatch and the countdown timer as well. Um, so those covers most of the options that you can do. I really like the bedside mode. So we're going to save that. See, if I was just in my phone functions here and I plug in the charger, you'll see it automatically changes to the clock face, but does not dim down. That's because in my options here, I restricted for certain hours. If I take the restriction off, unplug it, replug it. See, now it said entering bedside mode and it dims down. So now all my notifications, all my radio communications are off. That means I'm not getting anything at all on my phone except the clock and the alarm, of course. When I just pull this off, resumes back to normal. And there you go. It's a very powerful feature, very easy to use feature, and that's about it. Very powerful feature, very easy feature to use. Not many people use it because they just don't know that it exists.